Okay, so ta-da! I have two of the exact same books, pretty much. Um, I'm going to do a Junk Journal Junkie swap, the Alice in Wonderland swap that they have going on, I think, by April 1st. And since I love Alice in Wonderland theme, I made one and could not let it go. So therefore, I made another one. All right, so I have two. They're pretty much identical. I'm gonna do a separate video on this one, but they're pretty much the same. But I don't want to make the video too long. This is the one I'm going to keep because it's way too chunky, I think, for the swap, and it even has two signatures. This is the one that I'm going to use for the swap. Let's door these up. All right, so I did exactly the same for the covers, and I used that Dreams, etc. or something like that with all those neat Alice in Wonderland images. I stamped on this word explore just to give it some interest, try to layer it up a little bit. I never really fool with covers. I put some stickers on Wonderland and Mod Podge them. I did a little collage of flowers and did the little spray, those little spray inks to make them look like you're painting the roses red, although they're not all roses, but still same effect. I got the little clock in there for like a, this is a, what is that, like a bookmark? And I actually even did one of these. It's usually not something I do. I didn't do this for me for my own book, but I did this for the swap. And I did the handmade with love. And I love this, the drink me bottle. I just used those little safety pin things. It has all the Alice in Wonderland images, the teapot and stuff like that. And I actually didn't make this. I bought this little thing from Michael's. They all, or Hobby Lobby, excuse me, Hobby Lobby. They always have these things for $1 over in the clearance section at my Michael's. So I just buy them that way. I don't have to make them. And I just put a little jump ring and made a hole in there. This one is still a little bit kind of chunky, but I did do one signature like I'm supposed to do. And I did the eyelid closure. I already had it open because I was looking through it. I did one of these little Tim Holtz, one of those little expression metal things, and a little bit of rosette trim at the end. I love my little vintage trim. This is back my style vintage. So it's a file folder. I did my usual technique and I grunged up a file folder using the Tim Holtz Distress ink. Stitched it all onto it, but that takes a good while to get it the color that you want. And like, it's supposed to be a soft cover, but it's kind of hard. I don't know, it's because of all my distressing I did, but it's cute though. I like it. It's gonna be very durable and it's really will resist spills and stuff like that. I thought these were the prettiest images ever. I stamped Dream a Little Dream onto that. All the papers, including even the images printed off the printer or the kit, is on coffee dyed paper. Maybe tea. I think I did tea, actually, because I tried to brighten it up a little bit. Usually when I do coffee, it comes out serious grunge. Put a little bit more of that rosette trim on there. This is, I stamped a little teapot. There's a little flip. And this is out of glassine, coffee dyed glassine bag. It just feels so good. And I used to use the same seam binding like on the closure. I did a tiny tag if you want a journal. Lines on the back. Pretty tag, I like that. And I printed off some, I forgot where I got these. It's off a digital kit. Some of y'all have probably seen it before. And then I put Once Upon a Time. I think I sprayed some of this too. But the images were already pretty. Yeah, I think I did tea dye on this. But see, it's not my usual seriously dark. And I love these little tabs. They went well with them. Look at that. Stencil. This I printed off the internet. Then I die cut some more of the tiny tags. I love tiny tags. I don't know why I think they're so cute. But I've seen this image around. It's cute. Everything in here is coffee dyed. No, tea. Why I keep saying coffee dyed? Tea dyed. Sorry. And look at the stamping. Look at that. It's so pretty to me. Got that off the internet also. I just made it into a little side tuck. She could never fit, so I just made that be an extra journaling spot. There's my jelly bean bag. That is so rock solid because I used that Marion Smith paper in here to make the jelly bean. This tag is from Yvonne White. Thank you. And this, I love that because it's double-sided paper. And then I just stamped "Follow Your Dreams" on it. I love this little book. I'm so glad I made 2 of them. Look at the little images just from that. And in the back, I'm so glad I don't see that stark white back because the paper is tea dyed. So sweet. I made a little banner. Here's that image again. I thought that was the same image. Been a long day, I guess. Then I did a little tag right here. You can see the stitching around the back, but I did some stamping too. I love that. That's so pretty. Make a wish. A big one. I used the kids' writing paper. Then this is from like Michael's or Hobby Lobby somewhere. But I actually stitched it on the page so you can journal there and there. And then here's the beginning of like a little Alice in Wonderland. And I'll tuck that under there. But it's a Alice in Wonderland envelope, a coin envelope. It flips out. And then it has something to journal on. Like that. Then I did a little stenciling. I do not know where that stencil came from. I guess I've had it for a while. It's so pretty. I love the Mad Hatter. And then I just had some new, I never use these, get to use these stamps. And I put Choose Joy over the stamped image. And the image I said I got from the internet. I love that. So cute, so vintage. And then of course I put, there's the bookmark. And of course I put stickers on my doilies. Because so it won't bleed through the back. Let's grab it. This is a real part of the Alice in Wonderland book. I just washi taped it on with a little stamping. And I highlighted every word that said Alice. Every word said Alice on the paper. And I thought that was cool on the back. It's from the real Alice in Wonderland book. Little cloud. Can't believe I did stamping all throughout. Here's the kids' paper. Oh, those are flip-ups with extra journaling. Did just because I colored it in with the souffle markers. The seam binding, washi tape, stenciling. Sewed the trim on the side. This is a Denise tag. Practice makes pretty. Did a little stamping on it. Part of the kit. Stenciling. Colored in my Be Happy stamp. Remember, usually when I do vintage, I add a little bit of color. So, just to break it up. Love that stamping. There's a washi tape. There's my bird with the crown on it. That I said I usually make in there. It says Dreams. Stenciling. Side pocket with a stamp on it. Some more of the Live, Love, Laugh paper. And I just use the edge punch. Stencil. I forgot where that little tab is coming from, but I love it. Glassine envelope. That comes from the Marion Smith paper. Just a little cutout. I love that. This is one of my own altered paper clips. I thought it fit very well in here. It says perfect. And I stuck a little charm on there also. And this is trim. It's hooking on to an envelope from that Mary Smith hybrid printable little envelope journal that she has. I'm not going to take it off, but inside it has a little journaling card on it. Take part of that. I like that. You can barely see it, but it says, "Creativity takes courage." Yes, it does. And I'm going to tear up my little doily background here. I tried to cover up my table with. Stamped on the music, used a little music stamp, and that's an envelope that's from Yvonne White also. I got the little crochet flower from Rita Donnelly. Thank you, Rita. And that's a part of the glassine, that glassine, coffee dyed glassine. There's Marion Smith printable when I made the little jelly bean soup. And there's still Marion Smith. The stamping to me just makes the whole book so pretty. The dream little pocket. So you see this stenciling throughout. I don't know why I did that. It's cute. Tweedledee and Tweedledum. You can journal on that. A little washi tape. Smile. Images are great. It's kind of fun to do the impossible. Thought that fit right perfectly in this kind of Alice in Wonderland book. So I was saying that kind of stuff. And that came from the Marion Smith paper. Just glued it to the top like a little belly button. Here's the other part of that paper. And I stamped "Beautiful You" on there. You can see the back of the stitching. All things grow with love. Tried to match the book colored heart. Let me hurry up. Just getting on. Happy day. And I didn't even think it had this many pages. Sprayed. I love how this tea-dyed paper came out. Let me move off of there, because it's not so dark. Marion Smith little cutout. Ephemeris Vintage Garden. Somewhere you'll find crowns in my book. And I put "Just for You," and I'll write a little note to my swap partner on the back of the tag. And a tiny tag. And there's a flip up. A little trim at the end. Oh, I love it. I love it. Love it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope my partner likes it. Bye-bye.